Hi everyone, Azil here, and these are my final thoughts on Immortals Fenyx Rising. What I enjoy versus what I dislike. Let's start with what I enjoy. First, exploration. As someone who enjoys exploration in games, I'm very happy with the exploration in Immortals. There's a lot of overworld exploration, Greek mythology significant areas, visually aesthetic landscapes, and more. Overall, I'm quite happy with the map or level design for the overworld. Combat. As for combat, the game has quite a bit of freedom regarding three main weapons, mainly sword, axe, and bow. You can also mix and match any of them depending on your playstyle. While I mainly focus on the sword, I'm also leaning a bit towards bows or sniping enemies from afar. Controlling arrows mid-flight. One of the unique mechanics in this game is controlling arrows mid-flight. I enjoy this very much. It allows me to do sniping from extremely far locations as well, provided that I have enough stamina. It also makes for an interesting gameplay when it comes to its utility. There are actually quite a few situations where controlling arrows mid-flight really shines through. I think the developers really hit the mark, pun intended, with the mechanic and warrants the entire game for this concept alone. Flying and gliding. While some open world games also offer some sort of gliding mechanic to get around the open world, Immortals bumped it up a notch with the speed up ability to glide down faster, which makes traveling quite enjoyable and exciting. Outfit customization. While some games also offer some sort of character customization, Immortals take it up another level by having costume or outfit customization that allows players to visually wear a particular look while having the stats of other sets. So we don't really have to look like crap just to be more powerful. And the best thing about it is that this feature extends not only to armors but also weapons, mounts, and wings. I think this is one of the absolute best features of this game. Let's go on to the things I dislike. Puzzles. While puzzles are generally a part of open world games, Immortals apparently have an excessive amount of puzzles, and for someone who does not like puzzles that much, this might be a deal breaker. Having some of them isn't really anything big, but this game for me contains just too many of them. So much that I get tired of the game often because of it, to the point that there would be game sessions that I dread the puzzles even before playing, just thinking about it. I would have preferred if they kept the puzzles minimal and left the rest of the gameplay focused on either platforming, navigation, or action in combat. Dungeons. Dungeons are another classic feature on RPGs or fantasy games and stories. In Immortals, the dungeons come in the form of Tartarus expeditions. While this isn't generally a bad thing, what made me dislike it is mostly due to excessive puzzles once more. Like in the overworld, most dungeons are littered with puzzles that won't allow you to finish or complete it unless the puzzles are actually finished. Again, if it was minimal, it would have been fine, but as it is, the whole dungeon is full of puzzles rather than just parts of it. Zeus. In most, if not all of Greek mythology, he is mostly portrayed as a quick to anger, cruel, lustful, and overall a jerk due to his deeds. While it may be biased due to recent media, it gives the impression that Zeus isn't really a nice guy. Even in Immortals, the game lists his almost endless jerk actions and deeds, and what he has done to other gods, much less to humans. I, for one, think that no amount of comedy skits can cover up what he's done, so I never really got motivated to finishing the game at all, if it means saving his ass. I mean, as I make this video, the last in the main storyline I've ever done was simply to rescue the four gods, but I never actually defeat the final boss knowing it would help Zeus. Conclusion. This was an overall enjoyable open world to explore and fight monsters in, but I would not miss the endless puzzles, and it lacks a good motivation to finish due to Zeus. While the main story makes Phoenix motivation rescuing the brother, it still cannot cover up the fact that the whole event has Zeus benefiting from all our actions. I would certainly miss the gliding and controllable arrow mechanic, but the feature I would absolutely be sad about is the look customization, as it's not a feature that would normally be in games. It's not every day you get a game that you can wear one thing but have the stats of another. Overall, I give this game a 7 out of 10.